here and welcome to my home. This is thanks for the incredible support, encouragement and feedback I've received for my financial education initiatives, both for adults and for kids in schools. I wanted to give back, so I decided to create for you a 5-week smart money makeover by me, on me, to get you back on financial track. And I won't desert you after that either. I've just launched a new product to ensure you'll be supported in your every money move from now on. And I've made that free too. But I'll tell you all about it at the end of this video. Up front, I'll confide there is one simple secret to building your best, most relaxed, most free life.
Categorically, look, just spend less than you earn.
That right there is a super smart, divine man. But I'm not going to tell you to cut your spending. You can make your own decision in 5 weeks' time. Far more appealing is finding easy money. And in this week 1 of your smart money makeover, I'm going to show you where most people's finances leak the most. This is the S part of the SMART acronym. Stop throwing away money, because you will be. So you have more of it for the enjoyable, important stuff. The idea is to give you an instant bottom line boost in week 1 before we talk smart strategies for what to do with that extra money in the coming weeks, including how best to ditch your debt, build a fun fund, and protect you and your family always. That's all coming in this 5-week smart money makeover. But back to today and counting down the biggest money wasting culprits. Can we get a drum roll? My cutest cameraman ever, maybe because he's mine and thine. Number 4 is bills. I know you need the power and gas, but if you're a loyal customer, you're missing out on massive discounts given to new ones. Today, there's a staggering $3,000 a year difference between the cheapest and the most expensive. Yeah, $3,000. And I hate to break it to you, but I call people who signed up for direct debits for bills, bill deals, where deals, digitally induced laziness, is allowing companies to fleece more and more unnecessary money from you over time. Younger me said it best.
If you've had any of these deals for more than even 3 months, then you're paying over the odds. So people always say to me, look, I don't have any money. This doesn't apply to me. I can't turn my finances around. I've got no money with which to do it. The fact is we've all got latent wealth potential. We just have to stop that money leaching out.
Think so carefully about signing up for a mobile phone contract too, as you can save so much if you pay outright for your phone and BYO it today. And tell me you don't still have a landline. I think it's been 25 years since we've had one. Here's where to go to do a fast check of where you're getting ripped off for energy and for all your telecommunications. It's possible you can save a bucket load just by price checking your various insurances too. You can get a few comparisons here, but your health insurance may take the hip pocket hit to the next level. Now, whether or not you have this is a personal decision. But if you earn over about $90,000 a year as a single or roughly $180,000 as a household, you should. Otherwise, you'll pay a tax penalty about equal to annual premiums. It's just silly. Get your family covered for that cost. Just don't pay for what you don't need, like Kylie and Peter, whose youngest child is 8 years old, were. Are you still paying for obstetrics cover?
We honestly don't know. We honestly do not know.
Usually that can cut people just within one phone call about $500.
We're calling Bupa right away.
Surely we wouldn't.
Well...
Yes, you do. Oh my God.
Okay, so I don't plan on having any more children. Is there any way of having that removed?
Obstetrics and birth services were costing their family more than $500 extra a year, and they were well and truly done. Turn it on a full year in advance if you're planning on needing it. Top tip. Then don't forget to turn it off afterwards. In any case, there are some great value policies now out there with a typical saving of $1,400. The magic site to visit for the best deals is this one. Which brings me to number 2 and food. If anything perishes in my fridge or freezer, I know I've been way too busy and probably traveling too much. By the way, I call it my fridge or freezer because in my relationship, I'm the one who cares about food and the cost of it. Think about it. If you buy less of it, you can work less for it. Key is just planning. How many times will you eat in this grocery cycle? What meals will actually work for those possibly late home nights? We all know unprocessed basic ingredients are better for health and wealth. No, I don't have time for that either, but my slow cooker does, and often my gorgeous husband. Plus, it all tempers his temptation to order a high-cost, high-calorie delivery. What's that, Paul?
By the way, I actually think women are actually fundamentally DNA-wise, I actually think women are actually better at money than men.
Sorry, I couldn't resist that one. And to number one, there's nowhere better to look for money than what chews up most of it if you have one, the mortgage. The best deal is now almost 2 full % below the big banks. In fact, for 5 years now, I've been running an interest integrity index. Yes, to reveal the lack of. My latest reading shows the average Aussie who sticks with one of the big guys for their debt products is donating $134,000 extra interest to it. Take it away, gloom and doom me.
This figure is actually quite conservative because I've assumed that you only have one mortgage, one average credit card debt, and one average personal loan over your lifetime, when in fact you may have many.
Yeah, thanks. Anyway, you can see the rate you could be paying here. And my free app, My Mortgage Freedom Date, will show you just how much that means you could keep for yourself. Simply key in your mortgage amount and your current interest rate because you know, right? And today's best rate. Just make sure you're sitting down. On the average $400,000 mortgage, yes, it's $400,000 Australia-wide, so huge apologies if you're in Sydney or Melbourne. That's more than $5,000 this year.
If the Gordon family switched lenders and kept their repayments the same, they'd save $66,418 in interest over the life of their loan. They'd also repay it and be debt-free 3 years earlier.
Makes us want to work out an action plan?
The ACCC has just confirmed big bank customers are getting slugged. So forget loyalty and think rates, not mates. Of course, the question is whether you can get that lower rate loan in a tighter lending environment. But you'll be such a model money citizen by the end of this smart makeover that you'll be a shoo-in, especially with my insider tips. Get started with this week's Smart Money missions, the S in the acronym for Stop Throwing Away Money. They're almost effortless and effective. And they certainly beat giving up coffee, or in my case, wine, to free up maybe the same amount. So start web searching or phoning now, and I'd love you to share in the comments how you go. I'll show you in week 2 the easiest ways to tackle debt and win. The M in SMART, how to master your debt. To make sure you actually see the next 4 weeks of your Smart Money Makeover though, tap on the little bell on my YouTube channel, Nicole's Smart Money, if that's where you watch. Or Google the See First setting on Facebook if that's your preference. You can curate your life if you didn't know it. Meanwhile, be sure to sign up for my free new Nicole's Fast Smart Money Flash Briefings if you have Amazon Alexa smart speakers to find out what's happening that affects your money today. That's my whole new initiative. I'm so excited about it. So if you want a smart home. Alternatively, just listen out for them or watch me record them each week wherever we connect on social media. Until next week,